All right, everybody. Now that we have some ideas about this, let's see what happens when you open your eyes. The first thing to know is who opens their eyes. Everybody roll willpower. And give me your result. In fact, don't give me the number. Give me the word. I have the number.
There it is. Oh, God. What?
We roll what?
Willpower.
Willpower. Okay, sorry.
Poor.
Actually good. I'm surprised.
Awesome.
Did you really get rid of all your 4, 5s, and 6s? I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poor.
And Emma, who is stuck with just her 2 dice.
Yes. 3.
Which is inferior. Okay. It is.
But Helma, what did Helma?
She rolled poor as well. Okay. So this means that Margaret opens her eyes and feels herself standing in what looks like a filthy city street. And the architecture is partly unfamiliar, but also partly familiar. There is a section that looks exactly like a downtown series of shops and a sidewalk, like an American street in a movie. All right. Well, I'm sad it's not Emma, so that we could actually put her right on the spot in her first role-playing situation. But that's okay.
So I'm not good enough? Is that what you're saying?
You're too good. That's
I
okay.
know. I know. You are. We have seen your tendencies.
Yeah, I'm a little bit horrified here.
What? Wait, you both sound like it's a bad thing that I started.
No, I'm just thinking of my character.
Yes. Yeah, so Emma, you are thinking back to your sneaky listening, and you will recall as well that Mark Kane claims that Kasparian left the other members of the jump team in a dead body when he jumped away from them into some other body to stay there. So they were trapped in that corpse and only barely managed to get out to come home.
Wait, we can have several corpses? I mean, one of us can have a different corpse?
No.
You don't know anything about that. I am talking about what Emma's character heard. Right. So I'm not going to tell you anything.
They told us we're going to be in one body.
Yes. And you are.
And they told us we better stick together.
Right.
That's what I remember.
Now, don't forget that you can get into another body altogether if you all agree. Don't forget that you can trade who is in charge. Now, right now, it is Margaret who opens her eyes and finds herself standing on this filthy city street with a gray sky, with the sensation of the body is not your own body. It is an athletic male human body. You can feel all of its parts, which is momentarily an interesting change for you. And it also is there's strange things. You're looking, your hand, your right hand and arm is actually replaced by a futuristic looking rifle. Your arm you can point your arm and it shoot with it. It is a gun. You can feel other parts of your body have been altered in different places with some kind of a surgical adjustment. And you are standing in a group. There are people shouting. And it will take a moment for you to orient yourself a little bit. The other four of you can perceive all of these things, but it's not as strong. You can see and hear everything that he can hear, or she, Margaret, can hear. You cannot make the body move or speak. And you can feel its sensations a little bit more mildly. For example, if the body were shot or wounded, Margaret would feel the pain fully. The rest of you would kind of feel a little bit. You would know that you were hurt, but you would not have the traumatic shock. Okay? All of you, and this is the bad part, all of you can feel each other's emotions. It's like somebody touching you. You don't feel them like you feel them, but it is the emotional equivalent of somebody sitting right next to you with their body right against yours. And that's so all of a sudden you are in tighter emotional contact with four other people than you have ever imagined possible.
A bit
great.
claustrophobic.
Yeah. And all of the four, you can talk freely. You can even use a mental image. You can choose who you talk to and who cannot hear you. That's important. So as crickets, when you say something, you can say, I say it to him, but not to anyone else. Or you can speak for everybody, whichever. You can, your mood, the way you speak will be exactly as if you are speaking. So just speak naturally, and that's the way everybody will perceive it inside that head. Everybody can talk to Margaret, of course. Margaret can talk to everybody, just like anybody else. What does everyone do? Nathan, speak.
Do we have do we know that we have mental power right now?
You were told that you would have mental powers.
So if I try to reach for my mental power, can I call upon my danger sense?
You can try to do it. You can try to use your mind in some way. Okay. So in that case, and also let's clarify something about the powers in just a moment. But Max desperately wants to do something, and since you can move arms and legs and no one else can, what is it?
Were the people around us? That was.
You are in
if I
a
understand
small
correctly,
group. You are in a small group who is armed. They look a lot like you. They are fellow human beings. They are all male, and they all have some kind of weapon-based alteration on their bodies. One of them has 2 gun ports built here and here. Another one can, with the motion of their arms, bring a rocket up over their shoulders, out of their back. Another one, who seems to be the leader, seems to have had some kind of device built across his forehead and into his head. All right? The metal doesn't look, it's not chrome metal. It's not shiny. The metal is dull. Looks like dull steel. Okay? So what the group is doing, the leader is threatening a man who looks like an ordinary human. He is terribly wretched and dirty, and he is only wearing a shirt that is very long and no pants. He is barefoot, and he is desperately saying, please, please, and the leader is speaking forcefully to him. and someone else is screaming. Some person is screaming, no, don't, give up, don't argue. And there are 2 or 3 people like you standing with the leader. You notice that all the others have their guns pointed forward at the crowd or small group of people who is watching. So they are keeping everybody else away.
Do I hear
Yes,
what he's
they are
searching
all
for?
speaking. Yeah, they are all speaking in English, and the leader is saying, bring her out here now. We know she's here. You're lucky I don't send you all to the slave pits. I could send you all to the farms for this. Bring her out now. And the man is, saying, I won't let you. You can't. She's just a child. And the at the same time, some of the other people are dragging a young woman forward to throw her down in front of you. And they do. They're throwing this young woman down in front of you. She hits the ground and looks up at you. She is about 14. And surprisingly,
Can I ask a question?
For being
when we-
desperate and terrorized and filthy, she is very beautiful. Yes, hola.
When we started doing the characters, since I was a military, then you're the team leader, you said, but we haven't discussed that now. Is
Why don't you?
Bit late.
Right. Part of the briefing was that that Ola's character was supposed to be the leader of the team.
Then Albert came along.
Well, actually, it's Margaret though who is in charge of the body right now. So Nyan Sun is supposed to be the leader of the team. So do you want to say anything about it to everybody?
Yeah. Let's try to blend in. Just be passive and follow orders. That's my suggestion, Margaret. Keep calm. Good work.
I'm calm, and I was thinking the same thing. Then I will ask the captain physically about. You want me to take her?
You're being too active.
And don't forget, all the rest of you can talk all you want to. So Helma,
I think Albert did want to do something, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
Albert?
I wanted to know if we have any feeling of danger around us.
Ah, yes. Well, you are going to try to concentrate a little bit. Now, is this a power or is this is not the power? I need to distinguish. Your power is what? No, not your power. Your talent. Sorry. Your talent is what?
My talent is where it is. Esper.
Now, what you should know is everything that is listed under Esper, not the powers, but this section underneath it, right here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can do that for no cost at any time you want, no dice roll.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that you can use your alertness skills even if the host body is doing something else, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You can see out any direction from the head of your host body. You can, there's some other things that you should know about. You will see, okay. Just so you know, if there are Ubis around or other psychics who are sensing you, you will be able to sense them. And also, you are immune to invisibility. All right.
What does that mean?
Right.
You cannot.
No, that means that
invisible
someone who's using a power that makes them invisible, it won't work on him.